What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Major Ben gaming video. Now today we're taking a look at Cyberpunk 2077 running on PlayStation 5 Pro. This is the brand new patch. Now you aren't going to see a difference here, but I like to talk about it and have this video made because actually it's a very nice upgrade for everybody, PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X users who are basically getting the game unlocked. Now it's really interesting because obviously when this game launched, this game barely even struggled to hit 60 FPS reliably on base PlayStation 5 back when the game originally launched. Obviously there was far bigger issues than just that, but now we actually have this game running on both PS5, PS5 Pro and Series X at above 90 frames per second in some cases. Now this isn't all cases. I want to add very clearly that this is not every situation that this game is actually running at these frame rates, but if I just look at my LG C1 monitor or display TV, whatever you want to call it, it's actually currently we're about 78 frames in this area. Now some areas are better than others, of course. There's still going to be some hitching, drops, and when it saves there's some stutter issues, but at the end of the day it's incredibly nice and a very welcome upgrade to have. We're about 80 frames here in this area, so I'll keep reporting frame rates every now and then, but it's very, very nice to see. Image quality wise, from what I can tell, there isn't a change in any way at all. It's still fuzzy from the likes of FSR and things like that, and it's sad to see that, you know, PSSR hasn't been implemented and there's not been like an actual official PlayStation 5 Pro patch. But in the end of the day, you got to give CD Projekt Red props for like the way they've actually gone and implemented various different things over the last few years, because this game launched in a god-awful state and has seriously come a long way, and it's actually one of my favorite games of all time. I just wish we had a PlayStation 5 Pro upgrade, but I can't see that happening, to be honest with you. I just don't see something like that happening. Now, let's just cause a little bit of craziness going on here and just see what we want to... What is this gun? I don't even remember how to use some of these weapons. Let's chuck that. Let's... that's not what I wanted to do. How do I switch weapons? No. No. How do I do it? Hold triangle, probably? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do it. I'm sorry, my friend, but I gotta do it. Okay, so there's still some like minor sort of stutter issues and frame drops, but most of the time, like I'm looking around now, we're running about 92 frames per second, so it's pretty good. Like I gotta say, even in combat like that, you're running a fairly high frame rate for a majority of the time, so it's decent. Oh, okay, the AI is smarter. It doesn't just drive straight past you anymore. Let's draw the weapon out and let's just keep driving around. Oh, maybe I should probably get a car rather than a bike in this situation. Probably is a good idea. Let's call in. I need to go get the new cars, actually, to be honest, because there's multiple cars been added to this game. Let's get in, let's get in, let's get in, let's get in. Come on, just get me in the car, man. There's multiple cars that have been added to this game since I last played it, and there's a few like little side quests, I believe, and various different things like that that you can actually do. So that's cool. I'm pleased with that update overall, and there's things that I definitely would like to go dive back into and see. To actually check out. But anyway, as we're saying, frame rate very, very good. Like we're running away here and things are going on, things are happening. We haven't dropped below 60 from what I can see. I'm just looking at my frame rate monitor now. We are around the 60s. Like when I'm crashing into fences and stuff, we are kind of around that 60 frames per second mark, slightly above. I'm running around like 64 frames here, but also at the same time it's going well above that in some cases. Like I've seen over 100 frames, so it's very varied, and I would recommend, if you play this game and you want to have this experience unlocked, then I advise you have VRR enabled if you've got a VRR panel. If you don't, I would question whether it's worth having this mode. Yes, you're getting above 60 frames, but at the same time it's pretty poor when, you know, you don't have VRR, which, you know, just stabilizes everything and makes things look quite a bit better, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know what more I can really say. We'll keep driving around, keep, you know, see if there's any major issues or anything going on like that. Why is my weapon just not working? Like I am... Oh, no, it is now. Okay. Let's like shoot some stuff over here. Yeah, we're all good. Nothing's happening. 90 frames per second here. It's looking decent. Yeah. looking very decent, gotta say. By the way, I want to take this time as well, briefly, while we're just mucking around on this game, I keep pressing the radio button. I've been playing too many other games. Too many games use different controls. But I want to briefly take this time to talk to people about the whole PC stuff with my, you know, me getting a new PC and stuff. Like, I have got a new PC. I still play my PlayStation 5 Pro a lot. It's still one of the primary platforms. I'm just trying to widen my audience and test games on everything. Can I be better at testing PS5 Pro? Yes. And I will be. I will start making sure that I test PlayStation 5 Pro and kind of do those videos before I do PC stuff too. I just want to make sure that I'm doing as many things as possible, capturing the audience and testing every platform. I've had a lot of people ask me to start testing various different pieces of hardware, so I wanted to do that. And also I need a new PC because, you know, I needed one. I needed one for editing, I needed one for making videos, I needed one for capturing. Like, I've got far better capturing capabilities on my new PC, which is one of the main reasons I got it. I still do use my PlayStation 5 Pro for games and actually have felt myself still gravitating towards it just because of how stable things are and how easy and quick it is to pick up a game. So, you know, that's what it is there. So, you know, I don't want to touch on it too much. I just wanted to briefly mention it in this video because I still use both pieces of plastic and metal, okay? I still use all platforms, play on all platforms, and use different things equally. So I just wanted to throw that out there, but it shouldn't matter to you what I play on. I'm going to make the videos on all the platforms, and I need to start doing some Switch 2 videos as well, because I know some people have asked me to do those as well. So we get some stutter issues, like when we're saving like that, we still do get some random like frame drops and stuff, which have not yet been fixed, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Now, if you go into Dogtown or whatever, you're going to see some more frame drops and stuff because that area is just generally more demanding, but the majority of the game isn't in Dogtown. Obviously, the whole game I'm talking about. DLC, yes, the majority is in Dogtown, but the majority of the base game and stuff, you are just driving around in the city and doing most things in these kind of areas. And right now, we're sitting at a nice 83 frames per second, which is a good upgrade. As I said, with VRR, this is a great addition. It would have been nice to see some PSSR implementations, and I am very excited when we do eventually get that FSR 4 update coming to this system. I hope that something, you know, I really desperately hope that we're going to see some, oh no, I really hope we're going to see some form of like update with that on PlayStation 5 Pro for this game, but since they haven't even updated the base game, I just don't know if they're going to do that, to be honest. They haven't even updated this game to run on PlayStation 5 Pro with PSSR or anything. I know PSSR has been a bit of a disappointment. It's not been the best thing to have come out. I understand that, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I just hope maybe the FSR 4 stuff, since it's going to be implemented on PC, maybe it's going to help and it's going to actually come to other platforms and stuff when FSR does eventually come to these things. Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. We should probably go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But I don't think there's much more for me to add. I think we'll kind of leave it there. I'm pleased with how this runs. It's nice to have some sort of update to the game for console users and stuff, and it does unlock frame rates. Would it have been nice to have more ray tracing features and stuff? Yes, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't push things too far on this console. You just can't. Even with PS5 Pro, it's not going to do crazy ray tracing or path tracing or anything like that. There's not a lot more that they could do other than just kind of, you know, doing a nice FPS unlock, sorry, and it feels very, very good. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe. Please let me know if there's any games other than this you'd like me to test on PlayStation 5 Pro. Obviously, we've got quite a few games coming up over the next few weeks and months, which I will be testing. So let me know. Leave a like, subscribe. See you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.